What if the choice you're about to make isn't really yours? The thought is unsettling, almost rebellious, because from the moment we wake up, we feel like authors of our own lives. You chose to watch this. You chose to think. You chose to question. Or did you? This single doubt is the battlefield where one of the oldest and most mind-bending debates in philosophy lives. Free will versus determinism. On one side stands free will, whispering that you are free, responsible, and genuinely capable of choosing between possibilities. On the other stands determinism, calmly insisting that every thought, every action, every choice you ever made was the inevitable result of prior causes stretching back to the beginning of universe. Determinism begins with a powerful idea. Nothing happens without a cause. Just like a domino falls because another hit it, your actions, thoughts, and decisions are the outcome of genetics, upbringing, environment, brain chemistry, past experiences, and the laws of physics. You didn't choose your parents, your genes, your childhood, or the society you grew up in yet. These shaped your personality, your desires, even the way you reason. If we had perfect knowledge of all these factors, determinists argue, we could predict every decision you'd ever make. In this view, the universe is like a giant machine, and you are a beautifully complex cog inside it, moving exactly as the system demands. But free will pushes back with a question that feels deeply human. If everything is predetermined, what does it mean to be you? Free will claims that at critical moments, you could genuinely choose otherwise. Not just feel like you could, but actually could. You could resist temptation. You could change your path. You could surprise even yourself. Without free will, concepts like moral responsibility begin to crumble. How can we blame a criminal or praise a hero if they had no real choice? Why regret mistakes or feel proud of achievements if they were inevitable? Free will seems essential to meaning, morality, and personal growth. Then neuroscience enters the debate and makes things even more uncomfortable. Experiments show that the brain often makes decisions, milliseconds or even seconds before we become consciously aware of them. Your brain decides, and only afterward does your conscious mind take credit. This makes free will feel like an illusion, a story the brain tells itself. Yet defenders of free will respond, awareness lag doesn't equal absence of choice. Conscious reflection, long-term planning, self-control, and moral reasoning still play real roles. We are not just reacting, we are evaluating, imagining futures, and shaping habits over time. To escape this deadlock, some philosophers propose compatibilism, the idea that free will and determinism can coexist. According to this view, freedom doesn't mean being uncaused, it means acting according to your reasons, values, and desires without external coercion. Even if your desires have causes, you are still free when you act in line with who you are. You didn't choose the universe, but you choose within it. Others reject this as a compromise that saves the word free will while losing its soul. And some embrace hard determinism, accepting that free will is an illusion but arguing that understanding this can make society more compassionate, less obsessed with blame, and more focused on prevention and rehabilitation. So where does this leave you right now? Listening, thinking, questioning. If determinism is true, this reflection was inevitable. If free will exists, this moment is an opportunity. And maybe that tension is the point. The debate isn't just academic, it shapes how we see justice, responsibility, faith, purpose, and even love. Whether you believe you are a cosmic accident following fixed laws or a conscious agent carving meaning into the universe, one thing is certain. This question refuses to stay silent. And perhaps the most intriguing possibility of all is this: even if the universe is determined, the act of questioning it might be the closest thing to freedom we'll ever know.